Welcome back. Hi. My name is Jennifer and I am a medium channeler. Welcome to the channel. On today's episode, we shall read the energy of Pisces. So this is for Pisces. Doesn't matter where it is in your placement, in your chart. It could even be suitable for someone who is not. I am being told that the messages are for whomever stumbles upon this video. I'm gonna get started right away because the information is flooding. Please note that my fan is on. We're gonna hit 40 degrees Celsius with humidex today, so I need to survive. So I'm gonna start first with the information that I've gathered and channeled and written down in my notebook. There's a lot coming out. I'm going to read to you what came about. First and foremost, know that this reading is chaperoned and guided and covered by St-Germain. I was informed that the violet flame will be continuously be providing transmutation of displaced and misplaced energies while listening or watching this reading. Please take that into account. First thing that came about, and I keep looking because I've selected already some cards, and as I shuffle, I will be speaking and telling you the energies that I'm getting. So I have tarot cards, I have oracle cards, I have guides, shamans. They're saying shamans because there's clearing energy that needs to be done for Pisces. I keep hearing drop, 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 let it go, drop, drop, drop. Mangled, dismantling, and archiving. Dismantling of energies that are not of you, Pisces. It's not of you. Dismantling of this energy so you can discern what is yours, what belongs to you, and what is others' perception of you, perception of self, of themselves projected onto you. And the same goes about you discerning what is your perception of self versus the perception of others, which is actually a projection of yourself, something that you don't want to touch. There's a lot of, I'm going to say the word confusion. It's as if you're bathing in a sea of brown water. The water is not clear. That's what they're showing me. And it's not that you're actually drowning in that water. You're actually swimming, but not nice strokes swimming. You're just like this. I don't know how you say that. And the water is brown. The water is not even clear. It's not blue water. It's not clear water. It's brown water. And you're a bit swallowing that water. It's as if you're taking it in, but it's not staying with you. I am St-Germain. You have allowed the thoughts and attributes of others to be perceived as yours. You have allowed to be and taking the role of someone that is not you. You've taken the role of certainty, provider, keeping the peace, mediator, but that is not your role. You are instead becoming and are a substitute for the one quarrelings, for the ones who quarrel. You are becoming a substitute of ignorance, defiance. They are resisting showing up for themselves and seeing their own patterns. They, in fact, project it onto one another, and you are in between them. It goes back to what I had channeled earlier. It's like there's a feud, a family feud, and you're in between that feud. I don't know who the message is for. It could be for one person, many people. I'm not quite sure. One person. You're in between both people or both class or family, and you love them dearly, but you find yourself entrenched in their spew, in their shadow, in their mischievous tactics. And you know wholeheartedly that they are imprisoned in a story that it's been told long ago. And they keep feeding the story and forming the story around the people who are now generations later and are actually distant from that story. And they're bringing it together. It's as if they're having the story, having them fit into the story when it no longer belongs to either one of them. It's long ago, it's the past. I'm going to say something, it's going to sound weird. It sounds like a grandmother, a matriarch of the family. Oh, well, you know, that family be telling me things like this, like so, and they've been doing this and that, and we don't mess with them. We shall never mess with them. Keep an eye on your stuff. Keep an eye on your business. Don't be talking to them. They don't want good fruit for us. They try to dismiss us and dismiss our power and our freedom. They keep doing it over and over and over again. Let me remind you of what has happened in 1876. That's what it sounds like. I don't know why 1876, but listen, it is what it is. It's like a really old, ancient story, and it's been told from mother to daughter, daughter to, like generations to generations. And now here we are still feuding for God knows what reason, but we're keeping it alive, but it's distorted now. It's completely distorted. And now the generation who lives has nothing to do with the original story. The spirit is reminding me of Romeo and Juliet. It's giving that. It's giving that. Two families feuding, and you're in the middle of it because you are fond of both. You care for both. You know both, and you know their true, I want to say design, their true nature. And you're being bombarded on each side, but they don't want to look at the truth of the matter, which is it no longer is yours, and we need to let it go. Put down your hatchet. The hatches? Put down the weapons. Just put it down. Put down any verbal venom, spit, any disheartened discourse. It's all done through the power of the tongue. It's all done through the power of the tongue. None of it is now true. It no longer belongs to you. Dear one, realize that these stories are now simply stories. They are fables, reminding you of your true essence and no longer of the war that keeps on going, brought still alive by those who think and believe that they know the true story. No one knows the true story except the ones that are no longer here in this physical realm. Have you questioned the stories? Because you know deep down inside that the stories aren't completely truthful. Stand your ground and relieve yourself from the stories stayed from long ago. Okay. Pursue knowledge. Pursue knowledge. Pursue knowledge. That's what they keep saying, pursue knowledge. Stop beating around the bush. That's what they're telling me. Stop beating around the bush and do your investigative journalist thing. I don't know why I'm still leaning on this story, why they want me to, because it pertains to more than one. Because now we're going to the thought process, the confusion. Because you're hearing a lot and you can't make out what is true from what is false. And that's why they're telling you to be centered. So this applies to the person who is going through, who is the mediator, the in between the two families, but also for Pisces that are going through a disconnect of some sort, needing clarity. But the clarity can only be obtained if you actually face yourself truly, without fear. You need to look at yourself in the mirror. That's what it seems like. You need to face yourself in front of the mirror and actually take note, visibility, knowingness. Again? Okay. Oh, well. All right. They have me look at this one because the thought processes, the thought forms and patterns are very similar to slave. I don't want to say slave mentality, but that's what it's reminding me of. It's reminding me of enslavement. It's enslaving you. These thoughts of, they keep saying thoughts of fear, and that's what I had written. Thoughts rooted in fear. Be diligent with your thought forms. Use discernment, because there's a lot that doesn't belong to you. And when it came out in reverse, and the shadow attribute of the slave archetype is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Facing yourself, facing the mirror, the shadow self. Chasing the shadow self. But stuff, you don't have to beat yourself though. You don't have to beat yourself. You need to find balance through it all. And to reach out to the divine, because you are not alone in this project. That's what I hear in this project, in this decade. Which one? Decade. In the decade. The past decade. I don't know if it resonates with someone, but in the past decades. Release yourself from imprisonment, because that's imprisonment. Imprisonment. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Correct me if you'd like. Release yourself from that. Release yourself from that. Time to move on. Time to move on. There is, in fact, an ending. There is, in fact, an ending of this drama. There's an ending of this drama. And it's funny, I kept writing over and over again, drama. They keep repeating drama. The full story unveiled. It will unveil. So that applies to the family feud and for your own self. Because it's very one-sided. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. Don't give up. Have courage and believe in yourself. So, you have demonstrated, sorry if I'm going from one point to another, you have demonstrated some fearlessness, some certainty, but it's muddled with fear. But you know you are capable, and yet still unsure. There is no need for this uncertainty. I am St-Germain, and I tell you now, there is no need for this uncertainty. You are and have prevailed throughout the trials, throughout the demands from your family, the demands from society, the demands from your workplace. Truth will prevail. They will see you. They will see you because you have manifested the being that you are right now. And there is more to come through the transformation. Transformation. Wait, I saw transformation somewhere. Spiritual transformation through release. And it's funny because right now, what's being summoned out of you is this, the warrior. And here you come up again as the warrior, taking a stand. Because enough is enough. Enough of swimming in the muddied waters and having a taste of the muddied waters. You in fact don't like it. And something in you has surfaced. Something in you has surfaced and it resonated with you through your core. And you actually said, enough is enough. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Enough is enough. We need to settle the score. But not settle the score as in, oh, you gave me 2 punches, I'm going to punch you back. No, it's not that. Enough is enough. We need to move on. We need to move on from this. We need to move on from that. Something's got to change. Something's got to change. And you do have that power. you do have that strength and power to make the change, to pursue differently. You're taking a different approach. So from this denial and confusion, something lit up within you. Oh, that's funny. It almost looks like a lightning bolt in the middle of this angel on their robe. Something lit up and you were awakened. You were awakened. It says here, Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Take a sensible approach. There's a change in your approach. Well, I don't know which one came first. I think it was like this. The warrior is strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. You're facing a part of yourself, and it's actually about you, how you perceive the world, how you perceive yourself. Because you're noticing that it needs to change. Oh, and that's how you obtain your position. That's how you obtain your new position later on when you're on the other side of this battle. There, I call it battle. You're gonna preside as the queen afterwards. You're gonna take the queen position. Okay, so the queen position is coming up in two ways. Queen position, and it could be male or female, queen position, which is that you surrender to the divine, you offer everything to the divine for change to take place. So you're leaning on, instead of the masculine energy, the feminine energy of things. So instead of being logical about things, you're like, something's got to change. I need the higher power to take over. Because I of myself cannot do anything. It's not working out. Something has to change and I have to surrender. I have to surrender this work situation, which is coming up, and this family issue. Then there's the queen archetype position in, I am gathering my jewels and wisdom, and I'm standing ground with all the lessons that I have gathered, and I'm looking at them and reflecting on them and taking position from extracting the lesson and wisdom from all these lessons. So you're seated, you're centered, and you're taking this different approach. Again, going back to the feminine energy rather than the masculine energy. Rather than doing, you're doing differently in the, I want to say spiritual realm, ethereal realm, but you're providing it, you're offering it over, and you're extracting the lessons from it. And there's also the queen position that has to do with what I had, a part that I had channeled, which was union. Love union. Long time coming, union. So this union is not only with the divine, but it's also a union with a companion. To a fire, you are coming into your own and new partnerships. The ring. That's after taking your warrior position and putting your foot down. Things gotta change. And it's funny, we did mention something lit up in you. There was a fire ignited for you to be like, oh no, stop, halt, stuff, it has to change. And this is fire. I keep hearing, you are not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. That's a partnership. A union, love with someone, but also with the divine. Release all fear. They keep repeating, release all fear. Release all fear. Open yourself up to other options. There are other options. There are most certainly other options. Eight of Spades. There's a new story emerging. A new story emerging. Killing off the other story. The other story is slowly coming out. Distributed elsewhere. Becoming non-magnetic. So underneath the story, weaver, you're a weaver. You're weaving another story. By weaving this other story, you create abundance. All things that you had quietly desired. Ace of Earth. They're telling me Merlin. It's as if you're the magician. The magician. Creating a new story. So Ace of Earth is the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents and contracts. Followed by Nine of Water, which is your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love life, which brings us to the Ring and the partnership here, union. I have the word commandeer. I'm not quite sure what I mean, commandeered. And then Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment, if that resonates with you, but it brings about your deepest desires because you finally faced the truth about yourself. You went in, or going in, the shadow. You went in. You went in. So you can emerge as the queen and reveal your true self. So at the beginning was the seed, which was ignited through your battle in the muddied waters. You were the judge. You were trying to be. But now it's in all fairness, because you can see, after you've gone through this, you can see clearly now. You can see clearly now. Because there was the death, and now you see clearly. The Sun, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Now you can be the leader. Now you can be the queen. Now you can take the leadership position. Is this too tight? I hope not. Two of Earth, Two of Fire. A lot of twos in that area. Oh, because you've achieved balance. you've achieved balance. Two of Earth underneath the death card. Too much going on at once. They need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. But I hear stability. You find stability. Two of Fire. You're coming into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Okay, so you find stability. Because you're not entrenched in the perceptions of others. Because I believe they've spoken about perceptions before. Perceptions and projections of others. They have me look at the other deck of cards. Let's pull other cards to give a conclusion to this. You have power. You're not gonna believe. The card says power. I said you have power, and then I picked this card and it came out as power. You have power. You have power. It's ancient power. It is also infinite power, but it feels like power inherited from your bloodline. Power inherited from your bloodline. They're showing me this male figure who looks indigenous, aboriginal, indigenous, black hair, wearing a lot of blue. There's a lot of blue, navy blue, royal blue. And they're in a position of power. And they're there, submitting themselves to you so you can use their knowledge, their wisdom to move forward in your life. Do you want me to, nope, not this one. Okay, do you want me to pick another one here? Distributing power. You're being promoted. Some of you are going to be promoted. There's a promotion in the horizon. Joy. You finally released and let go and allowed the divine power to bring you to shore, to destination. New beginnings, 28. When you sum the two numbers, it comes out to 10. 10 is new beginnings. 1. Depth. And completion. Double 4, 31 and 4. So I don't know why I'm saying 31 of years of age. There's that, but there's also 31, 1 plus 3, 4, and then there's the other 4 here. So we have lake and we have completion. So the water is clear. You have obtained clarity. You have obtained clarity. So now the light shines upon you, upon the situation, upon yourself, and now you can see clearly now because you went within, and now you can see. Now you can see. Do I need to repeat that? Now you can see. They keep saying now you can see. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. They just told me brain power, the power of your mind, the power of your thoughts. You've regained that power, which brings you, retain your function, which brings you to completion. Through centeredness, through going within, through releasing. West. There's something I wanted to say about the West because it says completion West. And 4 is made into form. West. West. Completion. More of these. No, pick up the other ones. And then one more of the other one. Okay. And now, so now they're telling me you were rooted in fear. Now you're rooted in fire because everything is being transmuted. You've been sparked. You've been sparked. Now there's no stopping you. Now there's no stopping you. I heard 28 weeks. 28 weeks. 28 weeks till the promotion? In 28 weeks. What's that, 28 weeks? Can you confirm what the 28 weeks is about? Is it about the promotion? Choosing your path? All is possible. They want me to pick another one from this. You are protected. And that's what I picked up on when I saw this card, which says West, completion West. West is guarded by Archangel Michael. And it's number 33. It's time for healing, mending, and releasing. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, crossing bridges. The answers are within, basically summarizing what they've been saying. Going within. 28 is coming back again. They keep showing me number 28, 28 weeks. This process is 28 weeks long. In increments. It's in increments. It's provided in increments. Because if it happened all at once, it would be too much. It would be too much. This is really divinely centered, a watchful eye. This is the journey of your soul. This is a soul journey. It's funny how they keep coming back to the eye, the center, centeredness, center seed, the eye, center. Change gonna come. Change gonna come. No choice. It's unleashed. It's unleashed. It's taking place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have any other messages for Pisces? You may take shelter in I. You may take shelter in I self, Christ self, oneself. Remain in the shadows of the refuge of I am. Take shelter in I am. This is a different approach. This is a different path. It has been summoned. It has been summoned. But this is summoned by your ancestors. You're a unique form of this family lineage. This is completely different. Absolutely different. They're reaching out to you. They're reaching out to your divinity and your, it's going to sound weird, your plasmoidic self. This is beyond the physical. This emerges from the shadows, but not the hidden parts of you, the hidden parts of this family bloodline. You are sheltered, you are protected, you're absolutely protected. And it brings you joy. It is a journey, it is a process. It's going to take those 7 months. Is it 7 months? 28 weeks is 7 months? Look at me not knowing how to count. Yeah, it's 7. There's 4 weeks. Yeah, 7. Was it a 28-week process, or it's going to be a 28-week process? Both. It depends where you're at on your journey. Some are already at the place where, okay, the outcome is coming through to fruition, and others are beginning. Ooh, it's a melting pot. All right. Yep, that's it. They're done. They're not talking. I had other things that I wrote down. We talked about the sorrows, lament, weeping, sorrow, sorrowful soul, sadness, grief of loved one. Soon to pass, you are here. They remain with you, guiding you. I spoke about the violet flame, love, union, cherished loved one, long time coming. They spoke about the chamber of light, cocooning, your light, your love, protective shield. You are protected again. They mentioned Mesopotamia and Amazon forest. So Mesopotamia is the region of Iraq, and Amazon forest, that's in Brazil. If ever this resonates with you, you know what it means. Allegiance to lies, family, rivalry, one-sided. I spoke about this already. Governed by love, heart governed by love, choose love always. One-sided drama, full story unveiled, drama, 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 retain function, centeredness, stay centered. And they spoke of union again. Opinions of others, we spoke about that, which are the projections, and it has to do with the perceptions. Bounded over sorrows, communion. And they kept saying Prometheus and rabbit. When they said rabbit and they're saying rabbit right now, I see the white rabbit from, what is it called? The Matrix. When Neo is contacted by Trinity through his computer and she says, follow the white rabbit. And friends of his come to his place, and the girlfriend of one of his friends says, why don't you come? And she has a tattoo of a white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. The truth will set you free. That's what they keep saying. Truth will set you free. Follow the white rabbit. Trying to remember the story of Prometheus, and I don't remember it. And if I try to search and then tell you, it's just going to be too long. And it might be already too long. And look at me grabbing my phone and checking from the story. Prometheus. Prometheus, a titan in Greek mythology, is renowned for his role in creating humanity and his subsequent defiance of Zeus by gifting fire to mortals. This act of rebellion, though intended to benefit humankind, resulted in severe punishment for Prometheus, who was chained to a rock and eternally tormented by an eagle. It has to do with your It has to do with the thought process being in between. Let me just go back. You're being fed lies. You are feeding yourself lies. And the stew of lies is creating the subsequent fear. Rooted in fear, creating lies, feeding more fear, diminishing the dormant fire within, which leads you to feel like you're being punished when the punishment stands from and is rooted in fear, from the fear. It's like, it's a cycle. By breaking the cycle through your warrior, the fire that was ignited, you break the chains and stand your ground and become the leader. Oh, okay. Check it out. It's an archetypal story. And I think you can resonate with the story. That's it. We're done. Thank you for allowing me to provide these messages to you, for welcoming me into your space. I would like to thank your guides, my guides, the Divine One, the Most High, and Archangel Michael and St-Germain for providing the space for these messages to be transmitted, for providing the space and aligning all those who needed to hear the messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to you for listening. Thank you to you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Bye.